Hey, listen to Commander Cookout Podcast, episode 340. I'm Brando. I'm here with Ryan, and we're going to do the rest of MtG. Bro, now hit our theme song! Hey, Ryan. We're back for yet another whirlwind adventure. How you doing?
Good. What is going down?
Whole ton is going down. We're back to continue our not set review of MtG Bro on CC Bro, the best and worst Magic the Gathering podcast you will ever watch, so thank you for being here. We have some stories to tell, some market research to discuss. But before we get to any of that stuff, we have to thank our official business daddies, FusionGamingOnline.com. They are your source for all your gaming needs.
Got there. Oh.
Podcasting, professional.
Only took 2 intros. Yeah. So we've got the shopping list, your shopping list. I don't think we'll read every card off it. And certainly we're not going to say this is the best white card.
No,
this is the best blue card. That's not this kind
That's
of
not what we're
review.
here for.
No. If you want to pick up any of the stuff that we talk about today, though, FusionGamingOnline.com, special promo code CCO Spring, save you some money. You're going to buy this stuff anyways. It's all in Canadian dollars, so if you're from the land of the free, it's way cheaper than you think it is.
Yeah.
Why are these prices so expensive? They're not. They're not. And you're going to save money when you use the promo code, and it's really good. And if you could spend more than $100 Canadian, that's like $71 American. Mm-hmm. You're going to get 10% kickback when you use CCO Perks promo code. Mm-hmm. You can use them both at the same time. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And the other promo code, of course, CCO Podcast, all capitals, all one word, at geekwood.ca, another Canadian site. Yes, they ship internationally. I have confirmed that people in the land of the free who ordered from them got their stuff. It was fast. It's all high quality, fantastic stuff.
It's really good. I use it, and you could too.
Link is in the show notes below. Buying it from there, using the code CCO Podcast, all capitals, all one word, supports the show, and we'll be happy that you did. And you'll be happy that you did because you got some good stuff.
Yeah.
Including a free gift while supplies last.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, I almost treated myself with some Geekwood. They've got like these clear dice, but inside they have a skull in them. Neat. They got blue skulls, flaming skulls, orc skulls. I might buy some orc skull dice. Might do some D&D-ing.
Do they have flaming skulls with barbed wire wrapped around them with tribal tattoos swirl around them?
Oh, good idea though. Good idea. I might do some D&D-ing with some people in the CCO Discord. Oh, we got a sub channel called Dungeons and Dink Stompin', and Jared Confarty's made a campaign. It's based in Magic World.
Ooh,
and
which one?
Don't know. Never played it.
I think they have rules for Theros and Ravnica.
He made his own, I think. And he said, well, who do you want to be? What world? He said, I got some I'm trying to set it up so it's like you can do a one-shot campaign. So
that's fun.
Like for me, if I got an evening where it's like, hey, I'm not doing nothing, I can just jump on a play. Yeah. And I need some dice from Geekwood to do that. So I'm going to use my own promo code. Ooh. And save 10% when I do it. I don't know if I said that, but I'm going to save money. Yeah. It's fantastic. And that's just, I guess, one of the things. If you want to become a patron over at patreon.com/CCO Podcast, you can get in and you can dink stomp the dungeons with us.
Neat.
And what's the funny name for Warhammer? We got another channel for Warhammer, and it's also funny.
Oh, I missed it.
I don't know. I don't play Warhammer. Don't have enough money.
No, I play Magic. I don't have enough money either.
Yeah, we should get a promo code for Warhammer stuff.
Well, that'd be neat.
Yeah, that would be good.
That'd be cool.
Be good. I don't think we talk about Warhammer enough.
No, I don't think we do.
I don't even know anything about Warhammer.
No, although I'm learning that now they have
Warhammer Dinkin'. That's what it is. That's got to be it.
I've learned that they have this kind of special paint that sort of does the shading for you. So now I actually am kind of interested to maybe try just for fun, because I think models are fun and I like painting things. So maybe if I could have it come out and not look like a piece of trash, I might be able to, or not able, but I would be convinced to do such a thing.
Oh, Warhammer the Gathering? Laura, be better. She manages our Discord for us.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. Warhammer Dinkin'. Fabian Hammerdushin. That was a guy that was in the Olympics one year, and I thought his name was so...
That's a fantastic
That's fucking money, hey? Mm-hmm. Fabian Hammerdushin. Oh, yeah. He's from Germany. He was a German...
Of course he is.
He was a German gymnastics guy.
Of course he is.
Frick. His biceps look like hammers. Well, he was an Olympian, though. So we've got MTG Bro in front of us.
Bruh.
And we're going to talk about some stuff that we're going to get, some cards, some themes, how we think it might affect the greater MTG sphere.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have 2 thoughts.
Oh?
See how many fingers I held up? You would if you're watching on YouTube. Oh, got ya. I'm not even going to tell you how many there were. You have to watch and see. But I have 2 things that I wanted to bring up before we get into any of the cards.
Sure.
1, based on just what you know about the set,
Yes.
if you take out the Brothers' War
Yes.
and set it on the banks of Leith Lake,
Sure.
is this an exciting set?
I don't like Leith Lake. No, I do like Leith Lake, the plane.
Yeah, but just like it's just on a like a random plane.
Yeah,
anywhere.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
I get you, yeah. Take out the story, take out the lore.
Yeah.
Is the set exciting? Maybe. Maybe, and I'll answer your question by outlining the themes that I've identified.
There we go.
Okay, so here we go. I've noticed a few things.
Okay.
White has gotten a bunch of graveyard getter backers for CMC or mana value 3 or less.
That's a white thing now.
That's
sun tightening everywhere.
That's a full-blown white.
Yeah.
That's happening now, and I think that that's good and exciting for the color white.
yes.
Continuing to see development that makes white better in Commander makes a set exciting to me.
Sure.
Not full-blown exciting.
But it's an exciting aspect of a set.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Okay. Artifacts. Of course, artifacts are a theme, and usually that means we're going to see powerful cards. Powerful usually means exciting. When we have an artifact theme set, I always look for cards for my Animar deck because Animar can cast them for free.
Right.
To me, looking through those cards and identifying if my Animar wasn't trying to be a CEDH deck, how would I build it? What would I do? I think that that's cool.
Neat.
I really think,
Okay.
and this is a new ability, I really think that the prototype ability is a money. I used that twice now.
Yes.
A money piece of technology that they've developed, thought of, built into the game that I really hope that they do more of.
I'd like to see them do it on like cards I give a shit about.
And that's a thing, right? Like, so we've got Woodcaller Automaton in front of us just because that's on the screen. It's a 10-drop, 8/8 artifact creature construct, but it's got prototype green 2. So not only are they introducing a color into this artifact, so you can only run it in green decks, so you can do stuff with artifacts in green now that maybe you don't want other colors to have.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
That's neat.
But you can cast this 8/8 10-drop for 4, but its prototype is only a 3/3. And then what it does is when Woodcaller Automaton enters the battlefield, if you cast it, untap target land you control, it becomes a tree folk with haste and base power and toughness, each equal to Woodcaller Automaton's power and toughness.
So you can get 2 8/8s for 10 or 2 3/3s for 4.
Yes. And I don't think that one's very good and people are going to play that. The art is fantastic, by the way.
Yes.
I think
that is a thing from this set. The art is really fucking cool.
Yes.
If you like giant robots and shit. If you don't like giant robots and shit, not for you.
This set, to answer your question, I think is just as exciting as any other set for all of those reasons, but not any more or any less.
Okay.
I think it would be like fucking B+.
Sure.
Like whatever, right? Art is great. Abilities are good technological advancements for the game with prototype and the color white. The story is very good.
But you got to X out the story.
Got to exile the story. And we do get, I think, some good reprints in that we get the Painlands.
Yep. The rest of the Painlands, just the last 4, I believe, are in this set.
Yep. The Commander decks being all old border is good, and we get lots of cool reprints in those artifact schematic old border retro frame cards.
Sketch cards.
Kind of.
Nah, they are.
Nah, they're not.
They are.
They're not, and you know how I know that they're not? Because they took the original art and isolated the main piece, so it is actually the original piece of art from the actual card that's already been printed, and they put a schematic behind it. So it isn't a sketch card because it's exactly the art that's already been printed on the card once. Ooh, way to cut corners and become a $1 billion company, Watsy. Oh, an intern knows how to use Photoshop, eh?
Neat. Good for them.
I can't knock art. We can't knock art. That's somebody's creation, right?
Well, it's subjective.
That's punching down if we're knocking an artist.
Okay, we're not knocking an artist. We're knocking Watsy for telling
A
him to
design
do
decision
that. Yeah,
to tell an
which
artist to do a thing.
and I
Yeah,
think that's
okay.
fine.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let me hit
What
you
do
with my
you
second
think? You think that the set's just me?
I think it's kind of meh. Honestly, like I like Prototype, but I think there's a lot of chaff in this set, and a lot of the chaff is the kind of the Prototype stuff. And there's just lots of really heavy hitters, things that are exciting and cool. But I think we talked about yesterday all the Urzas and the Mishras and the Ashnods. I think that especially those two Ashnods, nobody would give a shit about them.
Yeah,
if they didn't say Ashnod on them.
Yeah, it feels a little bit like you love Urza, right? You love Mishra, right? You love Brothers War, right?
Yeah.
Here's 5 Mishras.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to call it lazy. You probably will.
I will. And I did just now. But
it's fine. You take the story out.
I think
fine.
I think they leaned really heavy onto a very exciting story, which I am excited about. I'm happy they did.
Yeah, we
it.
talked about that months ago, right?
And it made the set really cool for me and for you.
Yep.
But I think that the set that they held it up with, I think, wouldn't be as highly regarded without the story attached to it. That doesn't make it bad. I just think if you X out Mishra, Urza, Brothers War, it's just kind of okay.
Yeah,
it's kind of
it's just a passing set. This is the era of Magic that we're in. And some would argue that we've been in this era for a long time, and I would agree. We're in the Commander era, and for a long time, you would agree.
Yep.
What we're in now is the era where, and I saw Aaron Forsyth, like fucking biggest wig of Magic, besides maybe Mark Rosewater or Gavin Verhey, Aaron Forsyth on Twitter says, why aren't people playing in stores anymore? And there was like 1,000 replies to this tweet.
Of course there was.
Standard sucks. Nobody wants to play in store. Everybody wants to play Commander or Arena. And what do you do on Arena mostly? You draft.
Yeah.
In my experience. Yes. I don't know how accurate that is, but in my experience, and this is the internet, so I cannot be wrong, or I'm always wrong. The era of Magic that we're in is Commander or draft. And this set is probably fantastic to draft.
Yeah, I bet you this is I was going to say, this is probably a really great draft set.
And this set probably, we're going to find out, has some fantastic cards for Commander.
It's got some good. It's got some.
Does it have any bangers for Legacy? Does it have the next combo machine for Modern? Does Pioneer even exist anymore? Who can say?
Who knows?
Right? So it's Commander or it's draft, and we're going to talk about the Commander highlights.
Yeah, we are. One other piece we talked about market research earlier. I'm really excited
yes,
for this.
I actually asked Brando, and
I actually took the time to open all the 3 different kinds of draft packs that you can open.
So you took like 5 minutes to do research.
Well, hey,
at your kitchen table.
It took a lot longer. I opened packs and I got a bundle.
Did you Google what happens when you get a vaccine too?
No. But this is the kind of market research that you come to CCO Podcast because I've done it, and it's cool. Draft packs suck.
Draft packs suck. Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows it. So if you open them,
draft with
for
them.
Not drafting them. Just don't bother.
Yeah.
I would suggest myself personally, after my experience, we'll get into it for a second. Set boosters, the way to go if you want to get the coolest shit out of this set.
Set boosters. Mm-hmm. Yeah, why not collect these? Because those are the ones that are the most exciting. Yeah, exciting in air quotes, actually meaning they have the most cards that have the most money.
Yes, they have the most foil things and the most potential for you to get monetary value. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about like if you want cool cards from this set. Mm-hmm. Why are collector boosters not the best? When you open one up, you're going to get, I think it's 4 or 5, let's say 5 commons.
Sure.
And who cares? 2 uncommons.
Sure.
Who cares? That's chaff. A basic land. So that's
a foil.
Foil basic land with a robot on it.
He's got full art?
Yep.
Hey,
full
that's
art robot.
cool.
And we're going to talk about those in a second because there's a couple that blew my fucking mind.
Oh, yeah.
I
love getting my mind blown.
I'm really excited to talk about those 2 lands. So that's how many. That's 8 cards out of your 15 card pack that are just
whatever.
Fucking whatever. Then you got a Transformers card that may or may not be foil, may or may not be Shattered Glass, probably won't be foil Shattered Glass. So unless you're into you're into those really, let's be honest, those really bad Transformers cards, I want them because they have Transformers on them. Mm-hmm. But like, I'm not going to play them because they all kind of suck.
Yeah.
So You get one of those in your packs. Now you're up to 9 cards, and you haven't opened a card from the set that you give a shit about yet. Then you have between 3 and 4 of the artifact reprints. So that's between 3 and 4 more cards out of the 9. So that's up to what?
So you could get like Worm Coil Engine, Skull Clamp, Ramos,
Burnished Heart, Key to the City, Swiftfoot Boots.
Key to the City is a blue card that you're not thinking of the right card.
Are you sure? I think
Very sure.
Okay.
You're thinking of a different key, I think.
Okay, because there's a key and it sucks.
Is it Cloud Key?
No, Cloud Key's good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this is a bad card.
Oh.
It's a bad card.
Ether Flux Reservoir, Bonesaw.
Bonesaw. Like, there's some bangers and some stinkers.
Cloud Key is in there.
And you're going to open between 3 and 4 of them in a collector pack. So now you're down to like 4 cards that you could possibly open something that you give a shit about from the set.
Yep.
One of those is going to be from the Commander decks. So you're only really getting
one of those. It's a Commander exclusive card, right? So it's a new printed card in the Urza or Mishra Commander deck.
Correct.
It's not like a reprint of frickin' Chaos Warp or
That's
whatever.
right. And they'll be in full art, or you can get the Jumpstart cards in full art as well, if those are things that you're jumping out or that are leaping out at you.
Sure.
And so now you've got 3 cards that you're going to open from this set. So if you want anything from this set and you buy a collector booster, you have 3 opportunities in a 15 card pack to get one.
You're talking about rares and mythics.
Rares and mythics.
Yes.
And that's, I don't know, that's not what
I think with
you know
the
what I mean?
collector
Like,
boosters, they're banking on people wanting these retro frame artifacts and or the foil retro frame schematic artifacts with the serialized stamp on them.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're banking on there.
Yeah. I think that they are too.
If you want commons and uncommons from this set, because maybe this set just has lots of uncommons and commons that you need for a deck that you're building.
Set boosters, you'll get more
boosters.
of them.
Who'd have thought you'd get set cards in the set booster?
Right? And when you say it like that, of course, but like when you're going to buy the collector booster to like get your foils and your full arts and all that stuff.
Yep.
My stack of
Retro frames
was almost as big as my stack of cards from the set.
Well,
They
those
were
retro
both the
frames
same.
are cool, man. And there are some bangers. Did you get any bangers?
Nope.
Oh.
Not a one.
Frick.
Not.
Didn't get no Black Blade Reforged?
Oh, yeah, I did. Foil.
That's
Foil
a banger.
Black Blades? No, it's
That's
not.
a banger, man.
Do you play it?
Yes.
In what?
Fucking Bruvac. You think you're going to get milled? Just kidding. Lots of people play that card. You don't, but that is a Commander staple, I think.
Black Blade? What?
Yes.
Oh, wait. Go back down.
This.
Yeah, that card sucks. Go back down. This.
Key to the City
Key
is
to the
an
City.
artifact.
Yes.
What am I thinking of?
I'm
thinking of Search the City.
Yes.
That's a blue card from Return to Ravnica, I think.
And Key to the
that's
City
sucky.
Key to the City is almost as sucky.
Tap. This is a 2-drop artifact.
Yeah.
Okay. Tap. Discard a card. Up to 1 target creature can't be blocked this turn. Hey. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Whenever Key to the City becomes untapped, you may pay 2 if you do draw a card. So you get your card back.
Can you imagine that being the full art foil rare you open in a $30 collector pack? Because I'm going to tell you, it doesn't feel very fucking good.
No, I don't think that would feel very good.
And this isn't us dunking on collector packs. That's not what this is. I'm just saying, like, if you want to experience opening this set and get the best stuff the things that you probably want from the set, I would say save your money, get some set boosters. It's just my recommendation for if you're going to do that.
Yeah.
Just to save yourself some headache and like having a bunch of chaff.
You know what? If you want a non-foil Brothers War retro artifact, Mystic Forge, there's a real card. Mm-hmm. That's a real card. Mm-hmm. Dana Roach said so.
Okay.
$8, $7.50. Like, that's just go out and buy it.
Yeah.
Get 5% off at FusionGamingOnline.com when you use CCO Spring promo code.
There you go.
And you don't need to buy a $30 booster pack.
Yeah.
Are we just saying buy singles? That's what we're saying.
We always say buy singles.
Okay.
But there are people like myself, I hate packs, but when new sets come out, I really like to crack some packs and just see.
Yeah, cracking packs. It makes me feel good, yeah.
It's fun. So, But if you want to make your dollar go the most farthest with the most benefit and the most fun, sets are where you want to go. Save yourself some cash and just do that. And buy the singles of the foil stuff that you want and just be done with it.
Yeah. You know what I think Kraken makes me feel good? That makes me think of Bustin' makes me feel good, like Ghostbusters song.
Oh, yeah. Bustin' makes me feel good.
Kraken makes me feel good.
So moving into the actual set proper.
The set prop.
I want to talk about those lands first because I'm really excited.
Well, they're
about
in the
this.
set proper, Brando.
They are.
Jesus Christ, Brando.
So 2 lands in this set. There's a plains and an island.
Yeah.
That I really like.
Okay.
And I'm going to talk about
And you're talking about the full art mech
full art
guys.
mech lands. This one right here, the island number 240.
The one with the robot with the big eyes in his chest.
Yes. I love that art, I think, more than almost any other Magic art I've ever seen because I can hear it.
Oh, yeah.
You know that's making that horn sound, and you can hear the waves on it and the splashing and all the people on the beach running like fucking hell, and that's incredible.
Yeah.
I love that piece of art.
That is a good piece right there.
Other one I want to talk about, because this is something that I've seen them on Twitter like as misprints, but I don't think they are. Plains number 2.
The first one with the skinny guy on
with
it?
the skinny buggy whip arm robot guy.
Yeah.
The foils of that.
I like how that's the description that we give Editor Joe.
Yeah.
And he nails it every time.
Every time. That robot is like this weird silvery foil that blends into the background. So when you casually look at it, it just looks like a fucked up field with a big sun.
Like it got photoshopped out.
And then you move the card a little bit and it's like a ghost and it like appears in the art.
That's pretty cool.
Just with the way the foil works, it's so cool.
Yeah.
And if you can get one or have one, they're real. I wish I brought one. I should have brought one along. But they're so fucking cool that I had to make sure that I got to talk about it on this show because they're fucking cool. And I want to see more arts that do that, even if it's by accident, because it's unreal good.
I'm trying to recognize the theme in because you always get 4. You usually get 4 different arts of each basic land.
Right.
And the theme of the full art mech lands is one of the mechs is Urza's and one of the mechs is Mishra's.
Yes.
One has like traditional artifice influence a la Urza. One has Phyrexian influence a la Mishra.
Yes.
The basics that are not full art, there's 2 of them. One of them looks, I want to say one of them looks more desert based, and that would be the Mishra one. And other one looks more ruin based. But I'm not sure that that's right. Maybe one is now and one is during the Brothers' War when it was happening.
Maybe.
Right? Because in the story, Teferi goes back in time to fucking peep what's going on and try and change the war. Maybe one is the ruin of Dominaria current, and the other one is Dominaria during the war. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody in the comments let me know what the theme of the non-full art basics are.
Let's talk story for a second. I wish Teferi went back in time into the direct path of a giant laser blast and got disintegrated.
Is
that would have
Teferi
been
the new
awesome.
Jace?
Yes. Because at least they've...
Hey guys, what's going on? This mech, blah.
Right, exactly. Just stomps them. Just steps on them, and that's it.
Fucking stomps him.
Right, like Bambi versus Godzilla. Just
yeah, he shows
over.
up and he comes out of the fucking time portal or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, this is pretty nice, but yeah, back in the day,
crunch," and then he's just goo.
Flat.
Yes, and
he
then,
was the first ever ooze creature.
Teferi's remains, creature type. Ooze.
Oh man, so good.
Man. That'd be so
Yeah.
good. When this creature dies, target weeb cries into his hands.
Oh man. So we got some cool reprints in the full art Painlands.
Those are
you
cool.
like those?
Yes,
I know that you like that treatment of card, right?
I like the ones where they have the art like up at the top too. I really like these. And when you actually get these in real life, they're really, really nice cards.
Oh yeah, like
they're
vibrant.
Yes, they're very vibrantly
yeah.
colored, and they have that kind of hand painted look, even if they're not. But they're very nice.
I like those.
Full marks for WotC on those ones, or
Full
whoever
marks.
painted them. WotC didn't do it.
You know what? I want to stay on land just a little bit longer because the land in this set is both good. We got some lands that I think are going to fit into the format.
Yep.
But also the art, like Fortified Beachhead. Look at the art on that. Those giant caltrop things on the beach.
Yeah, like
giving
mines.
giving me frickin' D-Day vibes, giving me Saving Private Ryan's opening scene vibes, right? But in a way that makes them look kind of like they're a ruin, and just nice colors. And yeah, okay, so let's talk about a couple lands, though. Let's talk about Desolation Field. We can destroy something of your opponent's lands.
Demolition Field.
Oh, what did I say?
Desolation Field.
Oh, well.
I mean, you guys
Could be the same.
Yes,
could be either.
Yeah, you could switch the words.
Demolition Field. I destroy your land by sacking my land. We both search for lands.
Yep.
Yes, please. I'll take that card.
Absolutely, I will do that. Yes.
Mishra's Foundry. Yeah, not his factory. His foundry. 2. It becomes a 2/2 assembly worker artifact creature until end of turn. But wait, there's more.
Oh.
1. Tap. Target assembly worker gets +2/+2 until end of turn.
And if that got you rock hard, hearing that, old border that is your buy a box promo.
Yeah, and it comes in foil.
It comes in foil.
Alternate art, which I do very much like. It looks kind of like a church, but it's a foundry.
They're cool.
Which is a weird dichotomy when you think about it, where it's like these guys are worshiping machine or machine creation. That sounds very Urza. But it sounds also very Phyrexia. And there lies the depth to the Brothers' War story. Urza and Mishra doing the same thing to each other, but one of them thinks the other one is bad, and the other one thinks the other one's bad, and he's right.
And they're both right.
And they're both fucking wrong. FYI. They're both wrong, and they wrecked an entire world trying to prove that the other one was wrong.
Such is life.
That's deep shit. There we go. Old Brando's losing his shit. Okay, so we're scrolling through.
Yeah.
You got some cards you ordered.
Yeah, I did.
I got some cards I ordered. Used the promo code.
Sure did. Yeah, saved some monies. Got some cool foils. We're not going to really talk about the artifact reprints in the set, but I do want to acknowledge that there are some really, really cool ones in there.
Yeah.
They look neat in foil because it's got the old foiling process where it's just basically the border, right? I like the blueprints, even though they're kind of sketchy for my tastes. But there's some really cool reprints there in the Caged Sun. Swiftfoot Boots, if you ever wanted a foil one, that's like a $5 or $6 card that you're going to get 10 of now. Like, it's right. It's pretty cool. And so I think they did a really great job in those in the same way that they did back in Strixhaven with the Mystical Archives. And I think when WotC does something that's really cool, you have to give them props, given that a lot of us do spend a lot of time shitting all over them.
This is artifact version of Mystical Archive. That's what this is.
And they did a great job of it, I think.
Cool.
Yeah, there's some duds. Yes, there's some duds.
Well, there were some duds in Mystical Archive.
Sure was.
But you could also get like a frickin' demonic tutor.
That's right.
Right? And what's the demonic tutor of this one? What do you think?
I don't know. Ashnod's Altar maybe is really good.
Maybe a foil, like the foil schematic Ashnod Altar?
Those would probably be pretty good.
I'm just gonna scroll through real quick.
Defense Grid was a bunch of monies.
Yeah.
Gilded Lotus is pretty cool.
There's got to be a Mox, right? Mox Amber. Ooh, maybe if it was any other Mox.
If it was any Mox but Amber.
Yeah.
It's hard to say what the big one.
There's no D2s, hey?
No.
Staff of Domination, is that card expensive?
I don't think so anymore.
Thorn of Amethyst is expensive. It's like a $30, $15 card. Oh, frick. No, that's not very much.
No,
I don't know. Maybe there's no D2s, but if I got a foil retro frame Staff of Domination, I'd jam that into a deck.
Do you want one? I got one.
No.
Yeah. Then the Worm Coil would be cool. The Aether Flux would be cool. The Helm of the Host is cool. There's lots and lots of cool stuff there. Just, is it the selling point of the set?
For some people, it is.
For some people, maybe. Not for me.
What is your selling point? What did you pick up? What card? I'm interested to know. What's the first card you want to tell me that you bought?
Over the Top.
Oh, besides that one.
Of course it's Over the Top.
That's kind of like Warp World, right?
Oh, yeah, it's Warp World, except you don't have to do any of the Warp World bullshit. You just count up all your stuff and just do the Warp World thing.
And you just flip and then you get those permanents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I fucking love it. I brought my shopping list. It's in my shopping list book. What's the number one thing? Ooh, the most exciting thing. I have it written down right here. Phyrexian Processor.
Phyrexian Processor. Isn't that a reprint?
It's a reprint. That's the thing I was the most excited about, though. I just wanted to
and
make sure
you wanted a retro frame one.
I wanted a retro foil for Rudiclad.
It's the retro foil with is that the new art or the old art?
I think it's the old. I think it's the only art, isn't it?
No, I think there's two arts for that card.
Okay. But it's fucking cool anyway, and I'm glad I got one of those. What is the number one?
Man, how much life you pay with that card? 20?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
they're fucking big.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
big.
And
then Brutoclad turns all my treasure tokens into big.
into 20s.
Yeah. Oh man, that's so fucking good.
I used to play it in Bryon Stout Arm.
Mechanized Warfare.
Mechanized
That's the card
Warfare.
that I am.
What's that one do?
Mechanized Warfare is.
Oh, I got it right in front of me. Okay, hey, check this out. Enchantment. Red 1. Okay.
What's it gonna do?
If a red artifact source you control would deal damage to an opponent, it deals 1 more instead.
Yes. It's like little mini Torbrand.
Yes.
In Torbrand, and he goes in that like human gunslinger deck that we talked about, or like this
pew, pew.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah, yeah.
It's such a cool fucking card. And again, it's one of those like little ones that goes in a deck that I really like, but I think that's what a lot of this set was for me.
Yes.
Is some of my decks got some really cool toys. And like there wasn't a cool 3-drop mana rock, but this set does have possibly my favorite 3-drop mana rock ever.
What?
But they printed it at 4. And it's a fucking clone.
What card is that? Is that the that's the one with prototype, the proxy guy?
No.
Oh.
It's 4 colorless.
Why don't you remember names of cards?
Because that's
it's in
not,
your it's literally in your book.
Because that's not who I am, Ryan. That's not who I am.
Okay, I'll talk about one that I have.
Okay, and I'll find this one and then I'll tell you.
You know the meme, we have thing at home. I want thing. No, we have thing at home.
Yes.
I introduce you to Transmogrit's Crown. That's the skull clamp that we have at home. So it costs 2. The skull clamp's 1.
Oh, it sucks.
Equipped creature gets +2/+0, which I mean, you can't shake a stick at that.
You can, but you don't.
Whenever equipped creature dies, like he's gonna die a bunch of times all at once.
Yeah.
Draw 1 card.
Fuck, that sucks.
And you can equip it for 2, or you can equip it for black. Another instance, like I was saying at the top of the show, where they added a color to a card to not give it to a different color.
Because they don't just want to make another Skull Clamp.
Yes.
Even if it is shitty Skull Clamp, like it's
and
still
you
Skull
best
Clamp.
believe I'm running this in a deck that also plays Skull Clamp.
Of course you are. Why wouldn't you?
I'm not that bad. But this is going to go into Lord of Tressorhorn when it dies tribal.
Oh,
and it's going to draw me more cards. You saw how many cards that deck draws, right?
Drawing lots of cards.
When guys die, I draw cards.
You were drawing cards like a madman. Now, I couldn't find the name of that thing, so I didn't write it down.
Oh.
But
we'll find it.
The point is, it's an artifact for 4. It comes into play as a copy of any creature in play, except it's an artifact that taps for blue instead of a creature. So you can copy anything with it, and you've got like... If you've got,
I'm looking for it.
Let's just say I'm going to play it in my Atraxa deck, because that's where I'm going to play it. I can clone my Atraxa onto a mana rock, and now I just have a mana rock that proliferates at the end of every turn. Or you could use it on something else. Again, I'll use my Atraxa deck. I could put it on my... Who would be
Is
good?
Is it in the precons?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. I don't have that in front of me.
I'd put it on my... You could put it on Shieldred or Elishnorn. Or the green one that's just back-breakingly savage, right? Like, you can... copy these creatures with these massively brutal abilities, except it's on a mana rock that's slightly less difficult or slightly more difficult to kill.
Neat.
I really like that. I love clones, and I love clones that do different stuff, and I love mana rocks that cost more than 2, and that card definitely hits all the boxes.
Neat. That's the shit you come to Commander Cookout for. I got one. I got one that you come to Commander Cookout for.
Hit me.
Bitter Reunion. Okay.
Okay.
Enchantment for red 1.
Okay.
You're listening.
I am listening.
When Bitter Reunion enters the battlefield, discard a card. I'm listening.
Yes, now we're both excited.
If you do, draw 2 cards. That's a sorcery speed
Thrill of Possibility.
Thrill of Possibility, yes. Also,
there's more. Okay.
1, sacrifice Bitter Reunion. Creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. Ooh. So I get to... What's the sorcery speed Thrill of Possibility? That card exists. Tormenting Voice.
Yeah.
This is Tormenting Voice, but I may discard. Right? I may discard, and it ETBs. So it isn't an additional cost.
Right.
So if somebody counters my Tormenting Voice, I'm just fucked. Right? Because I had to pay that cost. But this is an ETB. So I can choose.
Yeah.
And it's a haste enabler after I got my card out of it.
Ooh.
So this is a pretty cool little card.
That is kind of neat.
That's a cool little card
I like that.
if you're going to play like after Thrilling Possibility and after Faithless Looting and after, or maybe in exchange of Tormenting Voice.
It's probably better than Tormenting Voice because it goes at the same speed, but it doesn't get you blown out if it gets countered.
And then it has upside.
Yeah, and then it does something else.
That's a little guy right there, I think.
Isn't there an Anthem in this set that's just better than...
There's an Anthem, yeah.
There's a better Glorious Anthem?
At Mythic, and you can like O-ring something with it.
Yeah.
That's a good card too.
White, 1, everybody gets +1/+1. Then you can pay 6 to exile a thing with it.
Yeah.
What about Portal to Phyrexia? Lots of people talking about this.
Did we call, I feel like we called, maybe it was a Gate to Phyrexia reprint or a modernized depiction of Gate to Phyrexia.
Yes. The Gate to Phyrexia, we did call it.
We
yes.
frickin' called it.
And there it is. Portal to Phyrexia. Artifact for 9. When it comes into play, each opponent sacks 3 bros.
Hey, that's pretty good. That's 9 guys.
Don't
Google that.
That's 9 for 9. That's better than Hex. At the beginning of your upkeep, put target creature card from a graveyard into play under your control. It's a Phyrexian in addition to its other types. So you
get a guy.
You nuke 9 bros and then get a bro back on your next turn. That's every bro.
You get like you get slow bro. That's like slow drip of bro.
Which is,
don't Google any of this card.
See, and I wanted this for my, what's her name? Turgrid deck.
Yep.
Then I something like, well, pay 9, sack 9, I'll get all 9. That's
good.
Fucking good. But I'm already doing that. I'll just play Pox. It costs 3. Get all your land too.
Pox is
right. It's
pretty good. Yeah,
it's just better.
Turns out Pox is good. I want to talk about Scrapwork Rager. One of my favorite cards ever, Phyrexian Rager, getting a pseudo reprint.
Sure.
This is a 4-cost Phyrexian Horror, so #Horror Tribal.
Yep.
2/2. When he ETBs, you draw a card, lose a life, like that. And he unearths. He unearths for 4. It's pretty good.
Neat.
Nobody's going to play that card. That's a draft common.
Is it just you? Are you going to play that one?
I'm not even going to play
You're
it.
not even just talking about
I just love the art on Phyrexian Rager. I think the Rager is the most terrifying creation that the Phyrexians have built.
Really?
I think so.
Neat.
I think so. I want to talk about the...
Why can't I find any of the cards I want to talk about?
I want to talk about the blue guy. The blue guy that... oh man, we're both looking for cards. Yeah. Arcane Proxy. And tell me if this is a good altar too. Okay. Arcane Proxy. This is a mythic. Everybody knows this card. This is the everyman's set review now. I'm talking about like the mythic that everybody's going to play. It's a 7-drop, 4/3, but prototypes for blue 1.
Okay.
And it's a 2/1 instead of a 4/3.
Okay.
When it enters a battlefield, if you cast it, exile target instant or sorcery card with mana value less than or equal to Arcane Proxy's power from your graveyard. Copy that spell. You can cast it without paying its mana cost.
Cool.
You're copying it and you're casting it. So you get a cast trigger on a copy, like how Isochron Scepter works.
Oh, yeah.
Which is sometimes relevant.
Yep.
It's kind of like a Snapcaster Mage.
Sure.
Kind of, but only for a little thing if you cast it for 3. But the best thing.
Okay, the best thing.
Okay, so you know the beta repack 30th anniversary proxies?
I'm aware.
You flip those cards over, you know what the back looks like?
Stupid.
I want to paint that onto this card. And call it my Arcane Proxy. Gold border and everything.
I'd do it. 100% I'd do that.
Cool.
Absolutely I'd do that. I found the one I was looking for too.
Okay.
This is a card that I bought and I'm going to play in a deck.
Oh, and it's another prototyper.
Strictly because of the picture.
Yep.
I don't think this card is actually very good, but I like it because it has a cool picture on it, and it's Skitter Beam Battalion.
Skitter Beam Battalion.
It also, this is definitely the laser I wanted Teferi to come back in front of. Look at that thing.
Oh,
just
yeah.
disintegrate his whole ass. So it's a 4/4 for 9.
Whoa.
Is there more? I hope
so.
Wait,
can I say it? I'm listening.
Trample Haste. Sure.
Yep.
When Skitter Beam Battalion comes into play, if you cast it, create 2 tokens that are copies of it. So you get 12 power of dudes with haste and trample for 9. Or if you play red 3 to prototype it, you get 6 power of dudes on 3 bodies with trample and haste for 5. So
that you know what, that kind of gives me a Siege Gang Commander type feel. Yeah. A little bit, right?
I like the art.
Yep.
I like
the art. Gives me very Terminator Salvation.
Yeah.
Notes of Terminator Salvation right at the finish.
And I like the I like everything about that card except that it's kind of a janky 9-drop, but I'm going to play it because everything is there for me to like, and I do.
Yeah.
I was looking through again, this isn't a MTG finance podcast, and we don't usually talk about financial value, but Awaken the Woods is very expensive.
Oh, baby, that card's lots, yeah.
Green X sorcery, you get X1/1 green Dryad Arbors.
You
make Dryad Arbors with it.
You make forest Dryad land creature tokens.
Yeah. Now
that's just like they gave a random magic word generator a card.
Yeah.
Green forest Dryad land creature token.
Yes.
And that's the fucking sentence.
Yeah. And that's what it does.
Oh.
Now, I was thinking if I open one of these, maybe I'll play it. Maybe I'll try it in Omnath. Maybe I'll try it in some other kind of landfall business.
Oh, because they're lands. Yeah, you get X landfall.
That's where and
you're doubling your land count.
That's where my head went to, right?
That's pretty good. Not for $50 though.
Yeah, not for you want a full art foil. They're like 80. They're fucking lots of money.
Yeah.
And once I thought about it and I was looking at it, like, should I order one of these? I just got to thinking, and I think, for me personally, if I'm going to dump that much mana into a spell, I'd rather play Genesis Wave. If you're playing, like, you're going to get a bunch of 1/1 dudes, and you're guaranteed a bunch of 1/1 dudes. That's fine.
You're not guaranteed everything hits on Genesis Wave, but you hit 1/6/6 and you've made up for it.
Exactly.
Right?
You hit 1/6/6 and 2 land. Right? Like,
yeah.
How many times do you Genesis Wave for 10 and not win the game? Like, none. How many times are you going to this for 10 and then just get blown out by a pyroclasm?
Ooh.
You know? And yes, you're going to get lots of landfall triggers, all that stuff.
Yeah, that.
But, like, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. I think that this is the trap card of the set, kind of like Bootlegger's Stash was. Where everybody's super pumped about it.
That's a hot take.
And then
Bootlegger Stash is sucky. This card
doesn't suck, but if you're paying $80 for it, I think you're overpaying.
I think so too. I thought about it for my lands deck because I run Ad Nauseam in my 68 land deck, and I draw the whole deck almost because I don't take any damage off any cards. Yeah. This card does 2 to me off of Ad Nauseam. You go end of your turn Ad Nauseam because it's a freaking instant.
Of course it is.
Because it's one of the best Magic cards that was ever printed.
Yes.
And you draw and draw and draw and draw and draw. And it might be late game when that happens. Now I don't need to draw down to Splendid Wreck or Scape Shift to get like 20 landfall triggers by sacrificing and then searching. Yeah. When I've got like a Retreat to Hagra where I make everybody lose 1.
Right.
Ad Nauseam on your turn, play 2 or 3 lands on my turn, and then maybe I have like 10 lands. I get 8 landfall triggers, and then I can deal 8. So this kind of in lands decks,
it's really good.
Kind of can function like Escape Shift, which is a card at one point in history did command, and maybe still does, I don't know, a $25 price tag.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is Escape Shift lots right now? I
think it's 10 or 15 now.
But this card in lands decks, to me, functions like Scape Shift functions.
Yeah, it does kind of the same thing. It's just, I don't know. I think that you have functional stuff that does the same thing.
Can you imagine? Could you imagine getting 10 ETB triggers off of this, and you get like the creature ETB triggers off of this, and landfall ETB triggers off this in the same deck, then you're like, oh yeah, also they're creatures tap Gaia's Cradle for just to get all my 10 mana back. Like the card is. It's powerful.
It's super good. I just don't think it's the commanding the price. I think it might be the most expensive card in the set. I think in full art foil.
What about you think standard or modern? Does like other format have a use for this? I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. If it was an instant, yeah, but it's fucking not.
I don't know.
Right?
Here, I want to go up on your screen just for 1 second. I want to talk about 3 pieces of art.
Ooh, okay.
Mishra's Command.
Okay.
Visions of Phyrexia, and Dreams of Steel and Oil, with particular emphasis on the name of that last card.
That's a cool
because that's
name.
Evocative, hey?
Yeah, it's neat.
They are all Mishra things that happen as he's like getting infiltrated.
Don't Google that. No.
By Phyrexia. Insert tentacle joke.
Yep. Already did.
All great pieces of art.
Yes.
High contrast, lots of blacks and reds versus like flames in the background on all 3.
Very cool.
Or flame colored abstract thing in background.
Yes.
Very evocative to look at, very evocative to read, and then try to interpret what the art is doing.
Agreed.
None of them are by an artist, a magic artist named Inato Finstark, but all of them could be. You look up him, and Watsy, if you're listening, you get more Inato Finstark pieces in Magic and more pieces that look like this.
And more Kirsten Zerngibble also.
This is Jeremy Wilson. Who does these ones? You might have to click on and make them big.
This is crazy.
Don't Google that.
My internet isn't working right now, so there's no way to tell.
Okay, well, future of podcasting. There we go. Dominic Meyer.
That's
Probably mentioned him before. And Visions of Phyrexia is Dominic Meyer. Same guy.
There we go.
That's why I like it.
I like them all because they have little circles in the middle. If you know me, you know that I like my pictures to have a circle in the middle.
Man, look at in the bottom corner of Visions of Phyrexia. Those guys are like marching off, but look at they got like Phyrexian symbols running through their heads.
Yeah, they got spears in their
Man,
heads.
that's some crazy shit, man.
What do you think of the new commands? I just thought of like there's Titania's command, Mishra's command, Urza's command, White command,
Gix's command,
like
and White. Yeah,
I don't know. I think that they're fine, but they're not going to be new Cryptic command or Austere command.
Yeah, they need to be instants. Actually, Cryptic command's the only instant.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, man, Cryptic Command. That's a freaking good card right there.
I just got one of those from FusionGamingOnline.com. Use special promo code CCO Spring.
Hey, good deal. Probably save 5%.
Sure did.
Neat.
I don't know what the hell I'm going to do.
Is it the full art foil one that just got the hand on it?
No, I definitely got one that has the text on it because I don't remember what
I play the full art foil promo one with just the hand in it in Bruvac just so I can be smarter than other people.
Back when I was playing...
Got to look it up every time.
Back when I was playing 4 of Magic, that was what I had a playset of was the hand one, and it's just like... I don't. If you guys didn't play this card, I don't know. I'm gonna kill your board and you discard your hand. What? Yep, that's what this card does. You can't tell me that I'm wrong. This is before the internet was on our phones.
Yeah, I'm gonna counter your spell, bounce your whole board.
No. They discard their hand, and I bounce their whole board.
Oh yeah, no. Counter your spell, tap all your bros, and I'm going to attack you on my turn.
Oh.
What? Yeah, that's what
almost
this card.
That's almost as ridiculous, but that's actually what
the card does. That's actually what the card does. Yeah, super good. So I don't know. Do you have one more card before we call it quits? I'm really hungry.
I think that's actually it. Honestly, like we've talked, lots of the legends are good. Lots of 99 legends cards, but I think overall most of it is aesthetics for me. And a couple of really cool key points. Mini Torbrand and that new Titania we talked about yesterday is really, really cool. I think the Stasis Coffin's kind of fun.
Yep.
I don't know why I think... we'll read that one. That'll be the last card we talk about. The Stasis Coffin. And then you're going to tell us what the Stasis Coffin is. That's where we're going to end off. Stasis Coffin is an artifact for 3. 2 tap, exile it. You gain protection from everything until your next turn. So it's kind of like shitty Tef's protection.
Yep.
But what is the Stasis Coffin?
The Stasis Coffin was... a thing that Tawnos got into that was built.
That's Bird Guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Urza's assistant, Urza's right-hand man in the war. He got into the coffin that he built or him and Urza built. So when Urza blows the place up, he doesn't die.
Does he come out of it?
Yeah.
What happens to him after that? What happens to Tawnos after he gets out of the Stasis Coffin?
He just gets old and dies. He just lives out the rest of his life in post-war Terisier.
What a punk-ass bitch. You know what he should have done? He should have intercepted Teferi when he traveled back in time, stepped on him with a big robot suit.
Yep.
None of this Gideon comes back to life bullshit.
Gideon's coming back to life?
I read that somewhere, and I was like, he better fucking not.
Oh, man.
If I get another functional reprint of a Gideon Planeswalker, I'm going to shit myself.
I have one more card.
Okay, one more
I
card.
got one more card, and this is...
It better be good. It better be this one.
Third... It's close. It's on the same row.
Ooh!
Third Path Iconoclast. It's a 2/1 human monk. Could go in Advisor Tribal, but it's not going to. For red, blue, whenever you cast a non-creature spell.
Okay.
So that's like Prowess.
Young money.
Prowess, get a 1/1 colorless artifact creature soldier token. Right? So it is Young Pyromancer for an extra color.
Yeah.
And you make a 1/1, and I'm going to cut either Murmuring Mystic or Talran Sky Summoner from my Calamax deck. because not only does this cost 2 mana, to those cards is 4 mana,
Right.
it makes an artifact creature token that I can sack to Power Suit Mech.
Neat.
Or Mech Titan Core, I mean.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I
because
like
you got
that.
to sacrifice 5 artifact creatures.
I'm into that.
Yes.
Yeah. The card that I guessed was Sarinth Great Worm. It's a 7/6 for 6 that has landfall, make a Power Stone token.
Oh, no. Read it again. Not landfall. Whenever any land, not just yours. Ooh, that's why that card's expensive. And mythic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, any card.
So it's got super duper landfall.
Super
Create a Power Stone token. Just craps out Power Stone tokens. That's all it does.
Crapfall.
Yeah. Man, can you imagine? Man, I'm glad he's not legendary.
Yeah. Whatever.
That
So
would've
that's
been
the set. I think that the set delivers on a lot of stuff that we needed or didn't know that we needed, like Power Stones being fixed treasures.
Shitty treasures.
White being... Yeah, but come on. Treasures can fuck off for
I
a
don't
while.
think you can fix treasures at this point.
No, we got too many of them.
Yeah,
now,
there's
right?
too much treasure for them to fix it. Treasure is just going to be played instead of whatever you try and replace it
They're
with.
going to put make a Power Stone onto cards that we want to play.
Yeah.
And that's how treasures get fixed.
Like Sarinth Great. Can you imagine if it said make a treasure token?
Oh, frick. Landfall make a treasure. Landfall make a treasure? Who is that? Like frickin' Tatiova 3? Frick.
Gain a life, draw a card, make a treasure?
Yeah.
Over 3?
So they're going to make a Power Stone on cards that we want to play. That's good.
Yep.
White got some distinct upgrades in the graveyard getter backer territory. Yep. We got artifact support, which is always something that people can do new and interesting things with, even if it's just another way to get value, like through Power Stones, for example.
Sure.
Got frickin' banger lands.
Yep, sure do.
We did get some banger old frame foil
Hell yeah, we did.
stuff.
Yep.
Even if you don't like the arrangement in collector packs.
Yeah, and that's fine.
That's fine.
Yep. They're still out there for people to buy.
And we got another 30 or so interesting legends with potential for cool Rule Zero kind of Urza Mishra fucking double partners with Power Stones.
And Transformers cards. They all suck, and we didn't talk about them, but they exist, and I'm happy they exist. Got all of them. Didn't even have to buy one.
Neat.
Opened them all. Very happy.
Well, I think all of those things are a positive way to end the show. If you want to pick up any cards, you go to FusionGamingOnline.com, use CCO Spring promo code, get a discount on them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they ship internationally too. They do. All prices in Canadian, so really, you're actually spending way less money than you think you are, and you're getting a discount. Want a discount? Go to geekwood.ca. Our link is in the thing. Follow the link. Use CCO Podcast promo code. Get some frickin' cool dice.
Or a really unique box. Dice tower.
Dice
deck
towers,
box.
deck boxes, those dice rolling trays so it's not really loud and like marks up your table.
Yep. All sorts of neat shit. Everything you need to make your gaming experience fucking cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a good way to say it.
Yeah, you know who
that should
else?
be their tagline.
You're welcome. You know how else we make the gaming experience fucking cool? You know how we're going to teach people how to do that?
Huh?
They're going to tune in to the next episode of Commander Cookout Podcast. Hit our theme song!